Man, I am not sure what happened. What's up, RB? It literally signed me. I signed in on my iPad, and then for whatever reason, I can't really tell you why, but I think it's like raining really bad outside. It's been nasty. I don't know. I don't know if I'm losing, if I was just losing service or what was going on, but it's freaking annoying. But in any event, we're gonna get this Mack Lorden interview on here in a few minutes. I was going to show you guys a couple things. Que tranza, primo? Que hay? Que volá? Que tal? All right. So, hey, guys, help me out tonight. Smash up the likes. We're going to have a great freaking night. We're going to get to know Mac a little bit. Guys, check this out. So I don't know why it was doing that, RB. I have no idea. Thank you guys for all the love. I appreciate you. Hey, check this out, guys. All right, so check out my shirt, first of all. You see this? Uh-oh. Got a crypto keeper shirt. This is just the little, this is just the little pocket version. I'm going to show these again when Matt gets on, just because there'll be more people on, but I'm going to show you guys first. So then, check it out. We've got the bigger version. This has got the full logo on it. There's a ton of these, by the way. And I'm going to give you guys like a code and all that. What's up, Crypto Addict? And then we got this. Crypto Fam for my Crypto Fam. Yep, Crypto Fam. Because all y'all are my Crypto Fam. Then we got Crypto Keeper. Boom. Without the beard on it, right? Hold on. We got another color in Crypto Fam. What else we got here? Another color in the Crypto Keeper. Boom. Or Crypto Fam, I'm sorry. And then the other color in Crypto Keeper. And I'm waiting on a couple hats and stuff. But guys, I got to give a shout out to Coin Styles. Andreas and them over at Coin Styles are doing some cool stuff. And yeah, so check it out, guys. If you like any of the merch, if you click on my link tree, and you guys know I never shill anything, so I'm really not even shilling this. I just thought it would be cool. I thought maybe you guys would like the Crypto Fam shirts. Maybe you like the Crypto Keeper shirts. There's all sorts of different things. And actually, I'm willing to take suggestions. If you guys have anything that you really like, you can actually give that to me, and I can get a design going for it. But ultimately, if you go onto my link tree, my top thing says merch. I think it's the top one. Says merch on it now, and when you click on the merch, it'll take you right into CoinStyle. You can literally, hey, listen, they've got tons of stuff. They've got freaking all sorts of different crypto stuff. I don't even think all of it is just crypto stuff, but there's a whole lot of different options. But seriously, guys, the freaking tees are great. They got here quickly. I actually like the actual t-shirt itself. Like, I'm picky about t-shirts. They gotta they gotta fit me right or something. You know what I mean? So the t-shirts are nice. They're good quality. They got here quick, and they were super reasonable on the pricing. So I've got a 10% off coupon code over there. Just click on my link tree. It'll say merch. Check it out. Got a whole bunch of it. I'm going to show it again later on, maybe when Mac's on, just to kind of go over it. I'll show those shirts again when Mac's on, but they're pretty dope. So at any event, Coin Styles, check them out. Just use my little affiliate link. Again, guys, I don't ever shill anything. So this is just something cool that I really like. You know what I'm saying? Got my own little thing going on. Feeling myself tonight. So, So you guys ready for this interview? You guys ready for this interview? Which one did you like? You like the Crypto Fam one in blue? I think this is Heather. I think is this the blue one? This is actually, it looks blue because of the light, but this is Heather Gray, actually, I think. Is this Heather Gray? Yeah, it's like Heather Black, Heather Gray. But yeah, Crypto Fam. There's a whole bunch of them, and we're gonna, if we end up, figuring out that everybody wants a certain one or anybody wants anything, I've got two of them are already going out. One was to my first Instagram follower, And the second one was something else, to be honest with you. I don't even remember what it is. I know who it is. I've sent them their messages. They've given me their name and address. And I'm sending them out. But just something cool. What's up, JoJo? So, at any event, I'm kind of irritated. I'm on my cell phone because of whatever was going on with my iPad. I just don't like to... be on my iPad. Do I like to eat boogers? Yeah, you know what? Dork sniffer, for sure. I mean, what is there anything better on the menu? I mean, I generally ask when I go out to eat, like, hey, do you guys serve boogers? And if so, how do you prepare them? You know what I mean? Very, very important. Can you send one to your first Mexican viewer? That's freaking funny. Mi mexicano primero. Una camiseta. Payday tomorrow. I'll try and pick one up. Yeah, hey, listen, guys. No stress on it at all. I just thought it's cool. Thought you guys might enjoy it. And any of them, they're all cool. I just thought, like, especially, for some reason, the Crypto Fam one, and that was actually CoinStyle's idea. Because, you know, at the start of my videos, I'm always like, Crypto Fam. And I think it's just kind of cool because it just, you could wear that out and around or whatever, and people are like, oh, yeah, that dude's into crypto. So at any event, I don't know, part of the Crypto Fam. Then when they ask, you can be like, yeah, there's some crazy dude, got a big old beard on TikTok that I follow and listen to. That's his thing. So yeah. Anyhow, I got something on my tooth. I just brushed my teeth too. Guys, it's funny. When I get onto a live stream a lot of times, like, I actually, like, brush my teeth and, like, as if you guys could, like, smell me. Like, I make sure that I'm just at least presentable or whatever. And I just feel like it's funny. I laugh at myself. My wife will, like, look around the corner at me because, like, I just kind of make sure that I'm presentable. I'll brush whatever. And she's like, you do know that they can't, like... And I'm like, just chill. So... yeah, they do. For sure, Crypto Addict. So you guys, get on there. Check it out. Use my affiliate link on there. Just go to my link tree. Boom. It'll send you right in. Yeah, so JoJo, go to my affiliate. Go to my link tree on my main page and click on my link tree, and then there will be a thing that says merch. Click on merch, and there's actually I put the discount code right on there. It's, what did I have the discount code as? Bearded Crypto. Bearded Crypto is the discount code. So... yeah, no broccoli in my teeth. I didn't eat broccoli tonight, so that would have been kind of difficult to get that in there. But yeah, guys, check out my link tree. That's where most all my stuff is, on my link tree. If you're looking for something, trying to find it, that's where it's at. Even though I really suck at a couple things, like I've still got I got a lot of stuff to work on. But guys, cut me some slack, please. I do run a construction business, and this I do right now. Purely because I love you guys and I love doing this and I love having somebody that at least wants to talk to me about crypto. You know what I mean? Like, Mack's going to get on here and I'll be like, yes, I have someone tonight to actually interact with in regards to crypto or whatever. I know we're just going to talk life, but, you know. Yeah. So, anywho, what's the market looking like? Let me see here. ETH down 3.8%. Let's see what Bitcoin's at. Bitcoin is down about 2.69%. So, hey, guys, we can't just continue to go just straight freaking up. You know what I mean? Sean, I guess it depends on what you're asking for what my opinion on ADA is. There's not, so, I mean, I think that long term it's great. I think that smart contracts are going to be super important. And I think that what we have coming up in the Cardano space is just going to be absolutely terrific for, at least for pricing, by the way. Is there a specific topic other than crypto in general? So you're asking about the Mack Lorden interview? No, actually, crypto is going to be kind of the last part of, not even the crypto is going to be not even the main topic. I'm going to get to know Mack as a person. And so that's what it's going to be. Literally, you guys are going to get on, or he's going to get on. We're going to chat like I'm getting to know him because I don't know him like that. You know what I mean? We're in the same Telegram group. Like, everybody interacts on. There's like 30 of us, like me and Wendy and Blockchain Boy and and Miguel's on there, and BitBoy Crypto's on there. So we just kind of all interact on there. But I don't like know him like that. So I'm super interested to get to know him. The only thing I know right now, other than what I see from his videos, is that he lives in the Central Time Zone. So yeah. Oh, I like him. Crypto Addict. I can tell I like him. Yeah, I feel like you can get vibes off people. And so hopefully I put off a good vibe to you guys. Hopefully I put off the fact that like you're really getting who I am. If you met me in real life, I would be the exact same, person as well. RB, it's just it's a creator. It's a invite only creator group. It's just got me and a bunch of the creators on it. It's not like a Signals Telegram group or something like that. It's like just a creators, messaging back and forth type of talk shit type of thing, So yeah, I am. Let's see, what time is it right now? 9:00. Let's see how timely Mr. Lorden is here. All right. I'm going to cut him some slack, though, even if he is a little bit late, because, he seems like a good dude, so we're going to cut him some slack, even if he is. If you guys have questions, so look, I'm not going to be taking questions out of the, I'm not going to be taking questions, like, straight out of the chat, but at the end, I'm going to leave some questions open, so... Yeah. Wow, RB, that's what's up. I appreciate you. What part of Canada? Is it like beautiful up there where you're at, or is it just kind of like, a city? Well, here he is. Ladies and gentlemen, the one and only Mack Lorden. Give him a round of applause. Woo!
What's up, man?
How you doing?
Dude, I'm doing this whole thing from the couch because I don't know. I've never done it from the couch before, and it feels great. So I feel empowered.
You know what's funny? I literally almost set up on my couch tonight just to do it differently. And then I was like, no, somebody's going to start asking me something technical, and I'm not going to have my computer sitting there. And then I'm just, I'm going to be out of luck. So, dude,
I love that.
Thank you for doing this.
On the background.
What'd you say?
Sorry, I just want to say I love your Ethereum and Bitcoin wall art.
Thank you. Actually, I get more comments on this one.
Oh yeah, the Tupac and Biggie, yeah.
Tupac and Biggie one, but obviously for crypto purposes, this, we're working on it. I got a whole thing that's going on in here, but yeah. So, dude, you just got married. Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
How long has that been now? A few months.
Yeah. Late May, Memorial Day weekend. So.
That's an interesting experience. I've been married now for coming up on 4 years. It's the best thing ever. And also, and if she was standing here, I'd say the same thing. It is the best, also sometimes most frustrating thing in the world. We get along great. We've got a beautiful new little baby and whatnot. And that's super exciting.
Congrats.
But it's its own thing. It's cool though being able to see and hang out with your best friend every day. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man, I keep asking Amber. She's here in the room. I'm like, hey, when are we gonna get that baby? She's like,
dude, it took my wife and I a little bit over 3 years, and it was actually really hard. It was heartbreaking. I had just some issues going on with my counts and stuff, and it was literally it was tough, man, because you think so many people just have babies, right? People that have no business having babies, right? And you're like, oh yeah, so it's no big deal. Well, once you actually sit down and talk to a doctor about it, they're like, listen, it's a one in technically trillions that you are here. It's not an easy thing, and there's an 8-hour to 12-hour window at which the exact right thing has to happen.
Yeah, I think about that often. When you're in high school, that's your biggest fear, and as you get older through life, it kind of switches at some point. It's am I going to be able to have kids? The thing I've wished for so many years, or wished not for. Yeah. Now I'm changing that.
Now it flips for sure. So yeah, dude, I just when I started doing the interviews, when I first started, I don't know, 6 weeks ago, 8 weeks ago, whenever I started the whole crypto thing, crypto journey in terms of TikTok. I had heard people saying that, well, once these creators, get a bunch of followers, they just fall out of touch and they just don't have a grip with reality. And I was like, wait a minute. I don't buy that at all. I just don't. I feel like, yeah, people change when things get, super crazy or somebody gets super famous or whatever. But
Right.
and so I just felt like it'd be really cool to let your followers, my followers, I'm sure my followers follow you with the amount of followers you have, whatnot, just to kind of get to know you a little better. So
Yeah, man, I appreciate it.
yeah, so let's jump into it. So I don't really know. The only things I know about you are from what I've seen from videos. So I'm going to ask you a bunch of just like personal stuff. So like, how old are you? Where are you from? Where you live now?
30 years old. I grew up in Kentucky, like Cincinnati, Ohio area.
Okay.
And then I lived in China for a little bit. Then I moved out to California for about 5 years, and then I just recently moved to Texas.
You lived in
to Dallas.
You just casually into the conversation throw in that you lived in China for a little bit. How does
Yeah,
that happen?
Most of my followers probably already know, but dude, okay, so you ever seen Forrest Gump?
Yeah. Of course.
Remember when he goes running one day? Yeah. Naturally, right? He
Mhm.
goes running one day and he's like, well, I went to the end of the driveway. I figure I might as well go to the edge of the city.
Right.
And then I come this far and I figure I might as well go to the edge of the county. And he ends up like running back and forth across America like 3 times, right? So that's kind of the story with me and my Chinese. Like, I got an opportunity to teach English in China after my freshman year of college. It was actually 3 countries that wanted me. It was India, Turkey, and China. And China was the only one that paid. So I was like, all right, I'll take the Chinese gig. So I went over there, had some great experiences, met some really cool people, and I just started taking Chinese for fun when I got back. And I was actually pretty good at it.
Yeah.
So then I just kept studying abroad in the summers and getting scholarships to do that. And then I ended up getting a master's degree in Chinese. So the master's was 1 year in America and 1 year in China.
Is it so? First of all, you've got to be a pretty intelligent dude. I've heard that Chinese is like one of the most ridiculously hard languages to learn.
It's a lot. Yeah, Chinese and Arabic are pretty much considered 2 of the more difficult ones.
Do you speak any Arabic?
No.
Oh, I do a little bit.
But oh, really?
Makaba, yeah, a little bit.
All right. Can somebody fact check that?
Yeah, that actually is that is how you say hello. My name is Nick. I'm fluent in Spanish, but not Chinese. You know what I mean? I got no Chinese for you except for konnichiwa.
That's Japanese.
Oh God. Well, we'll just zoom right on past that one.
Yeah. So yeah, it's just like anything else. Like, I think the true key to success in anything is like doing what you find interesting where other people think it's hard work. So for me, like, I liked practicing Chinese every day, and we had class every single day. And I'm a very competitive person too. So in class, I liked being the best. I liked being the Hermione Granger of my class,
right?
Which I was, except for this one guy, and I think about him. But other than that, but yeah, I was definitely pretty good. And then my master's program was just me and 5 other people actually.
Wow.
So it's a niche group, yeah, for sure.
So then, so it sounds like you've got at least 1 degree. What are your degree or degrees in?
The other one was human nutrition.
Okay.
So yeah, that was what I was studying. My thesis was on the localization of Chinese teas in America. So basically, I analyzed everything about the Chinese tea market, and that tied into their culture and nutrition and everything like that, and what it would take to make that successful in the United States. So kind of random, it would seem.
Yeah.
And has nothing to do with many other things in my life. But I also have ADHD, so when I get interested in shit, I get interested hard. You know what I mean? Yeah. I feel like a lot of people in crypto kind of are.
Dude,
no
doubt.
Unless they're the nerdy type, but
no doubt. I had a couple guys that lived with me that spoke nothing but Spanish when I was back in my back in my days of doing things that I shouldn't be doing, and I taught them how to speak, English, and they taught me how to speak Spanish, and I loved it. I genuinely enjoyed it. It was always cool. So where you live now, is there a Chinese population to speak of where you can be like the white guy that randomly just casually slides into a conversation in Chinese, or is that not happening?
You could, yeah. I haven't integrated into that society yet. The me and Amber talk about this all the time. How do I say this? Fuck it. The group that okay, so here's some more stories. I went to Ohio State, right?
Hell yeah,
Ohio
OH!
State. Okay.
Dude, I live in Columbus.
That's gonna be a perfect segue into this.
I live in Columbus.
Where did you go to school?
I live in Columbus. I went to Ohio State.
Oh wow!
Yeah.
Nice. Okay,
yeah.
dope. So you live there now?
Yeah, I live in Grove City, which is 5 miles southwest of Columbus.
Oh shit! All right, yeah. So I went there. Yeah, I went to school. That's where I got my 2 degrees from.
Yeah.
So, anyways, the thing about OSU is I loved my experience at OSU, but not for the reasons that most people love their experiences. So, like, I played football my whole life, but for some reason, like, I was the captain of my football team in high school, right?
Yeah.
And then I got to college, and I just stopped giving a shit about it completely. Like, I thought that it kind of annoyed me because I was like, OSU has such amazing academics, but everyone seems to only give a shit about the football.
Yeah.
And, like, getting drunk every weekend.
Yep.
So I kind of, like, rejected that lifestyle. And the group of people that took me in were the Indians. I fucking love Indian and brown people. I don't know why. I click with them, and
there's a lot of Indian people at Ohio State for sure.
Exactly, and Chinese, so it was the perfect environment to hang out with them. But anyway, so we've only been in Dallas for a couple months. We still have a lot of friends to make. There are local Indian, Chinese, what have you, communities, but we just haven't really gotten a chance to get in with them yet.
So why Dallas?
Dallas was because of a job opportunity. So I was selling pianos in Southern California. I got hired because they needed somebody who understood pianos and Chinese, and I play piano and speak Chinese. So I got hired there. And then there was we wanted to change of pace. We wanted to not have income tax. We wanted to get into real estate.
Yeah.
So we just moved to Dallas. Yeah.
What a niche thing. Hey, can you go out and find me somebody that speaks Chinese and plays piano?
I know.
You know what I mean?
No, it's the random fucking skill set.
So is that what you do now?
Imagine.
Is that what you do now?
Yeah. Okay. That's my day job.
So you're working a full-time job. You're putting in 40 plus hours a week currently right now?
Yeah.
And you're doing, and then well, I don't want to get into the crypto now. Hold on, let me back off on that. I don't want to get into crypto yet. So Mack, in his private life, right? It sounds like you play piano. Are you musically inclined? Otherwise, do you have any hobbies that you really enjoy other than playing piano? Or
I love composing and producing. I haven't produced in a while. I went to school for music production a couple years ago, so that was a tremendous gift. But when I got done with that, I had to pay for it myself. So I was a shitload of money in debt.
Yeah.
Like $25,000 in debt. Sorry, $25,000 in debt. So I needed to pay the bills, and producers and people in the music industry really don't make money unless you're in that top 1%, or you're some kind of like studio engineer, but even then you're not making much. So
wow.
I went back into sales, started doing this again, and that just changed everything. Yeah. And
we get along great, dude. I like producing my own beats and do my own little thing. I had a little professional music studio that I built at my last house with the actual
what program do you use?
With the sound with Ableton is what I had been using.
Nice.
Yeah. Ableton Live.
Legit.
Yeah, and I didn't know when I got into it how I got into it because, like any good ADHD person, I found out that I love to do it, and all of a sudden I was spending $30,000 on setting up a studio. You know what I mean? Like, because I'm all in on anything I do.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And then I realized very quickly that I have no freaking idea what I am doing here. Like I have an Akai APC 40 sitting next to me on the table right now.
Nice,
if
nice, nice.
if I even like knew how to do maybe 10% of what this thing can actually do, you know what I mean? I'd be getting
Yeah,
somewhere. I have fun with it, you know what I mean?
yeah,
And that's
that's good.
cool. Yeah.
That's the best because I went to school for it too, and like at the end of school, there was a part of me that like because I learned so much, I rejected the banal elements of music that you would find on the radio station. I was like, I don't, I want more exotic chord progressions than that. But
Right.
then it got to a point where I was like, it didn't even sound good. You know what I mean? There needs to be things in there that are like catchy and kind of basic to some degree to have an impact on people. If it's super kind of edged, edgy, nuanced, esoteric type music, you're not going to make an impact on people, which is the whole point of
Right.
making music.
So
So there's beauty to
is this in your
your
repertoire as well? Do you play guitar?
no.
All right. All right. I was
Yeah.
gonna say we got a bunch of stuff in common already. Ohio State, music,
Yeah,
different
man. That's
languages.
cool that you live in Columbus. I got a good buddy who lives in Columbus still.
Yeah. What
A
part
couple
of
friends actually.
Columbus?
I think he's actually in Grove City, to be
Really?
honest. Is that south of Columbus?
Yes. Just south.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah.
He's
He's
in
got a
Grove.
beard.
He's in
He's
Grove
got a
City.
beard probably 25% of yours. So formidable, but not deadly.
Dude, is he your age?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so did he grow up here?
He grew up in Marion.
There's a very good. So my wife is a lot younger than I am. I'm 37. My wife's 20.
Okay.
My wife's 28. Depending on how long
Okay.
he's been here, I mean, Grove City's got like 75,000 people. The city proper, but it's like a really big little town where like
Yeah.
he probably knows. Like I'm not going to share it on here, but he probably knows my construction company. I can all but guarantee it. I'll share it with you later. But at any event,
Okay.
if he lives out
Interesting.
here, yeah. So
Wait, so you keep your yeah, I guess that makes sense.
what? Keep my
His name's
construction
Adam.
business separate from my TikTok?
Yeah. Yeah.
It's not that you know what, I will tell you, a little secret. My wife got on me because when I first started making videos, and I don't care, I know people are on here and they're going to see, so whatever. On the first few videos, I had on like my, like hat or shirt or whatever. And my wife was like, listen, like, I know you're not worried about it, like, blah, blah, blah. But she was like, let's be real. There are freaking weird people out there.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so just be mindful of that. So I have just been mindful of it, I guess, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
If you're one of those weirdos, let me know in the comments.
Yeah. let us know now so we can take some notes down here real quick of who to escort out. That's
I definitely do have some weirdos in my comments on the videos, but they crack me up, man. Like they're I can probably rattle off a few, but they just say dumb weird shit, and I live for it. I get excited. I say, okay, good.
So tell me, you've already given me some, but tell me, other than the fact that you speak Chinese and play the piano, give me like some random fun fact that like most people wouldn't know about you.
I can hold my breath for longer than most people can. My record is 3 minutes and 10 seconds.
That's impressive.
How long did I go the other day, Amber? 2:55. I did in the pool. I did like 1 minute and 40 seconds, and I was with my friends. And my friend, who has like a bum lung from a childhood injury, he did it, and he beat me, and he got like 1 minute and 50 seconds. I was like, all right, motherfucker, we're going back under. So I went down, and I was like, I was just, ultra instinct mode underwater. Yeah. So I think I did like 2 minutes and 55 or 50 seconds, but 15 more seconds wouldn't have killed me,
That's funny. I grew up, my parents always had a pool, and I still hold the record at my parents' pool for how many times back and forth swimming, and I literally underwater without taking a breath. So that was like one of my things too. That's really funny.
Yeah, that I'd say that and jiu-jitsu.
Okay.
I have a hurt rib right now, but yeah, jiu-jitsu is Brazilian jiu-jitsu, that is one of my favorite sports to watch and partake in.
I'll tell you a great story that made me respect jiu-jitsu. Okay. So I was working at a gym, and I was the director of training for LA Fitness for a while. And I was all jacked up. I was doing like physique shows, and I thought like, you know, I was more interested in looking at myself in the mirror than the girls.
Yeah.
It was really just like very, I don't know, just wasn't at any of it.
We've all been there.
Yeah. So one of the managers is a purple belt in jujitsu, but he's like kind of pudgy and like not in shape. And I was in the Marine Corps and a black belt in McMap and da 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 da. So I was like, bro, I would whoop your ass, bro. And he was like, no, you wouldn't. And I was like, Joe, listen, like it's gonna at some point it's gonna happen. And he's like, no, listen, we're not actually gonna fight. So to this day, still, I think that I would have crushed him if we would have been striking, but we weren't striking. But literally, I was bigger than him, stronger than him, way more in shape than him. And I kid you not, he tapped me in no gi on, no shirt, no nothing. He gift wrapped me, to be honest. He gift wrapped me in like 38 seconds, maybe. I mean, it was freaking impressive. And I was like, damn, bro. Like it was impressive. So it gave me a whole new respect for jiu-jitsu. How long have you been doing that?
Probably about a year and a half.
Okay.
The problem is I've had to move. So I started it in Kentucky, and then I went to Columbus, and I was doing it, and then I went to San Diego. I just have a habit of, and I was doing it great last year, but then COVID came, and then my instructor moved cities. So anyways. So now that I'm here, I started back up again last week, and I fucked up my rib in no time. So I'm just waiting for that.
Grove City actually has a world-renowned jiu-jitsu gym, Grove City BJJ, and they're like they're pretty big time. They're right down the street from my house. It's
really,
they're serious. Nice. They do really well. So
it's exciting. It's like playing chess with your body, you know, because for every you can do attack and defense at the same time. For every move or action you do, there's an equal but opposite potential counter, you know, parry or attack that somebody else could do. It's incredibly mental.
I have total respect for it. It really opened my eyes. One of my good buddies does it as well, and he showed me some stuff. And part of the green belt in McMap is doing ground fighting, but it's not a lot. It's more like, hey, if you drop your weapon in battle, like you need to be able to kill this dude. Like that's it. Like it's not like, hey, let's see if you can tap this dude. You know what I'm saying? Oh, it's a little different, but a bit more
cute skills.
Yeah, I think that it's it's impressive. So so you're in Houston now. You've got a ton of freaking followers on TikTok. How does a 30-year-old male piano salesman, Chinese speaking individual end up doing crypto?
Dude, so my journey, my wife just raised her hand. Yeah, shout out to Amber. Amber, can you turn on the lights, please? I originally wanted to start, this was back late last year, late 2020. I wanted to start some kind of business that would be like a wealth front kind of product where it would make it easy for people who don't have crypto to get into crypto, you know, and then we would potentially manage the investments for you. But then I talked to the SEC, and there's a shitload of legal shit that I would have to get in. And I was like, I'd rather take this money and invest it, and then we can talk about business to build. But anyways, what I wanted to do is find out. I wanted a co-founder, so I asked everyone in my network. I was like, hey, you know, who do you know in crypto that can help me out? Who has a big account? Who you know who's been doing this? And out of everyone I asked, no one knew anyone more knowledgeable or with bigger holdings than me. I was like, oh shit, I guess I'm that guy. So Amber and I just opened up like a TikTok account to just try and make some. I just started talking about like what is blockchain, what is Bitcoin, and it just took off. It was like, holy shit, I'm at 1,000 followers. Oh, I'm at 10, 20, 30. And it was kind of a mad dash through to like 94, 93. And these last couple thousand followers, I've just been scraping, just cranking because TikTok's like, no, we're not doing that crypto shit anymore.
Yes.
So people somebody commented on my video the other day, like, oh, you disappeared, and then now suddenly when we're in a bull market, you're an expert again. I was like, bro, look at my videos. I've been making 4 videos a day for the past 3 months. It's just the algo changed, you know?
Yes. I literally had 12,000 followers in the first 3 weeks, right? And
Yeah.
I literally currently, and I think I've been in this for on TikTok for like 9 weeks now, and I have 14,000 followers. It's insanity. I mean,
Yeah.
literally, I'm scraping by to get like I might maybe just because I'm on your, on with you tonight, I might get a few extra follow, but it's freaking like God. I'm
Yeah.
like, oh.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, the crackdown is real. It's a bummer that because people like us. I don't know if you've ever had any promos or anything like that. I've had a couple, but people who do promotions, the ones with consciences are always very upfront about it. Like, look, yes, I'm being helped. I promoted this one. Most of the ones that I did, I actually reached out to the team and I was like, "Yo, I've been talking about you guys for a while. Can you
right,
pay me?"
right, yeah,
But then there's the bad actors. It's the same reason we have laws for everything else. It's because the outliers are the one that fuck it up for the rest of the people. Am I saying the F word too much? Is this going to get taken down on YouTube?
I don't know. I just always put
Okay.
I just always put on the I just always put that it's not appropriate for kids under the age of 18, so that I'm covering myself. Because when I put it up, you know what I mean. Like it just it's
My
yeah.
kids are gonna be consummate cussers.
They're gonna be like little Gary V's running around.
Yeah.
Little Gary V's just all over the place. So all right. So what's the goal then, man? For me, for example, I got into this literally because my wife didn't want to talk to me about crypto, and I jokingly said, "Good, I'll go talk to some people on TikTok about it." And it just kind of started that way, but now it's kind of changing into more and more, and we've got some things going on or whatever. Like, is your goal to be not just in TikTok, but like, is your goal to do the influencer? I hate that word, the creator thing, like full time, or like what are you hoping to do?
So for starters, I never would have imagined that I've gotten to this point. You can ask anyone in the crypto space. Really, it's like, holy shit! What I couldn't have expected it. Whether it happened this year or in the past couple years, like if you look at BitBoy, and how far he's come. If you look at his videos from like a year ago, they were very low production quality, and
Oh yeah,
now he's got a full team and he's got shows that he does. So we're all kind of reeling from the success of this.
yeah,
My goal initially was just to do it, to have fun, to help spread the word, to teach because I like educating.
yeah.
Now my goal is to build and foster a community, which I'm developing. It's called Faceless Crypto, and that's what gets me really excited. So,
So talk to me about that. What is that?
yeah, it's just the whole idea. The reason it's called Faceless Crypto is because I never wanted it to be necessarily about me. I didn't want to have some kind of like cult following that's hinging on my words. I wanted it to be true to crypto, decentralized.
Yeah.
So yes, I am the spokesperson. I'm the one who started it, but I want it to be kind of a community of creators. And the reason it's called Faceless is because we were in the car one day and I was talking to Amber and I was like, I feel like I'm just one of the faceless many who's fighting against the big banks and the corruption of the system.
Yeah.
So the mission statement of Faceless Crypto is to lead the money revolution and empower the faceless many. So whatever gets that done is good for us. And right now, I'm developing a team. There's a few members that have earned my trust, that have been around since the beginning.
Yeah.
And so we're developing that into a place to make it easier for everyday people to get involved with crypto, to change their circumstances. Because anyone who's in crypto long enough, as long as you're not a complete donut,
Right.
you've probably done well for yourself.
Yeah.
The longer you've been in, the better you've done. So
When did you start?
When? 2017.
Okay, me too. Okay. It seems like I always tell people this. I'm like, hey, listen, I understand that I got in at way different kind of numbers that you did, but guess what? I promise you are still freaking early. You literally have the opportunity right now to still get in and be the person that makes, it's about the bear market. that's where the wealth accumulation actually happens.
Yeah.
My whole goal is time, right? I'm motivated by time. So I own my own construction business, and ultimately I'll never work for somebody else again, because although I work more than probably anybody I know, I also have the ability to say, hey, I'm going on vacation right now or whatever. Um, but I have the goal to retire at 45. I'm 37. My wife's 28, and will I actually retire? No, I probably won't.
Right. Yeah.
Well,
I know what you mean.
In fact, I know I won't. But I want to
Yeah.
be at the point, and I'm well on my way to be 45 years old and say, you know what? If I wanted to flat out kick my feet up from 45 to 90 right now, I could do it. And
Yeah.
I really think that it's not some crazy idea. I see it happening. I think my wife thought it was crazy at first. She was like that's, and yeah, I've got a successful business now that really helps me dump money into crypto for sure, no
Yeah.
doubt, and that's part of it. But man, I just try to remind people like, hey, this is a reality, and it can be a reality for lots and lots of people to start
Yeah.
somewhere small. And it's not like I started off with hundreds of thousands of dollars just dumping it into, no, hell
Yeah.
no. You know what I mean? You
Yeah.
didn't start like that, did
Yeah.
you?
No, absolutely not. No, I started my first coin that I ever invested in was Litecoin. Actually, my friend, it was actually a brilliant argument. He said back in 2017, Coinbase only had two coins. It was Bitcoin
Yeah.
and Ethereum.
Yeah.
And my friend Amin, God bless his soul. He's still alive, but
Oh, I was about to
but God
say,
bless him anyways. Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, I mean, he's like, yo, Litecoin is basically a faster version of Bitcoin, and it's the third crypto that they're going to put on Coinbase.
Yeah.
So it's the lowest market cap of the three. It's going to be a great opportunity to invest. I was like, all right, sweet. So I put in like 1,000, and then I saw it go up, and I was like, oh my God, this is fun. And then I tried to be a trader based off of like, I don't know, shit I read on Twitter and
Yes.
random stuff. And so I traded it for a bunch of shit coins, got wrecked, went through the whole bear market, but still was dollar cost averaging into Bitcoin and evangelizing to my friends.
Right.
Only one of them listened.
Evangelizing. I love
Yeah,
you
yeah, yeah.
using evangelizing.
Yeah. And then last year, it's anyone, the thing is like, the more money you have in crypto, the more battle scars you have as well. So for like as much as it hurts me, the mistakes that I've made, like my friend, the one who got me into crypto, had 6 Bitcoin at one time. He had the opportunity to get into Ethereum when it was like $10. So there's always somebody else who's had it way harder than
Yeah.
you.
Uh-huh.
And that's just good for anyone watching to keep that in mind. If you're new to crypto, if you're down right now, there is light at the end of the tunnel. There's always going to be FUD. It's a mental game, and the reason people got rich in crypto is because they were able to push through what everyone else wasn't.
Yeah. No doubt. I couldn't agree with that more. And I think that so many people get into crypto, and this is what I don't like about the just some of the crap coins, is that I like them from the standpoint that they introduce people that maybe otherwise wouldn't be in crypto, right?
Yeah,
I hate them for the fact that I know plenty of people who tell me there is no way in hell I'm ever getting back into crypto after I
yeah,
got wrecked on
right,
Doge or at 70
yeah,
cents or whatever. And I try to explain to them, like, listen, like, that's not really that's not the thesis here. That's not what
yeah,
actually this is all about. But when somebody isn't sold, I think so. I guess what I'm saying is I think too many people get in with the idea that I'm going to have 1,000x on my first investment, and so my
yeah,
$1,000 is going to be $1,000,000, and I'm out. Like,
yeah,
that's not really real life. Did you
yeah.
scratch your
It,
first
it,
lottery ticket and became a millionaire? And not many people do that.
Yeah, it definitely sells a story, and what makes me upset about not it's a different aspect of it, right? You dislike the meme coins and the dog coins and the shit coins because they will turn away investors from crypto. I dislike them because they turn crypto investors away from legitimate altcoins
Oh,
because there are coins out there that are
yeah,
not Bitcoin and Ethereum that are doing a really really cool service,
yeah,
and I think that like insurance, like supply chain, like smart contracts, like collateralizing, non-crypto assets for loans, or sorry, crypto assets for
For
loans,
loans, yeah.
or making synthetic assets out of cryptos. There's just a tremendous market for a lot of these, and so those are the ones I'm passionate about, because if you get into Bitcoin now, it's not going to change your life.
Unless you have a ton of money to begin with, and
Unless you
then
have a ton of money, but then it didn't change your life
then it
anyways.
change your
You know
life.
what I mean?
Right,
Like,
right, right, right,
yeah, you can like triple your money, which
right,
is cool,
right,
but really changing your life is like a 10x or more,
right.
and you're only going to get those with the lower market cap coins.
Mm-hmm.
So it's a delicate art of finding which coins are gonna actually be important in the
Yeah.
future, and which ones are not gonna
You
get
you
wiped out.
mentioned insurance. It's actually one of the two things that I'm looking at, because I don't really love to do the low cap stuff too much.
Right.
I'm absolutely not scared. Uh-oh.
Oh, no.
Sorry. Hold on. My back. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
We back? Okay.
Go ahead.
I'm absolutely not scared of. Let me plug this in. It was just a battery thing. I'm absolutely not scared of risk, but I feel like if I'm going to do a low cap project, I want to believe in it. So, for instance, Audius for me is one. And no, for anyone that's asking, I'm not doing a promotion right now. Audius is one of them. Decentralized music streaming. I've been in that for a while. And then actually, I just heard you said BitBoy earlier. I heard him talking about that like today or yesterday or something. I don't know.
That's cool.
And
I wasn't
then
aware of that one.
you said what?
I wasn't aware of that one.
Yeah, so it's literally like it's decentralized Spotify. I mean, that's literally what it is, and it gives the artists 90 or 95% of the income, and they have the control. Every time the plays come through, they basically get credited through. They're going to have artist tokens on there. Dude, check it out. So the ticker is Audio, AUDIO, and the project's called Audius. It's freaking cool. I actually got it a long time ago from Token Metrics. That's who I got it from.
Wow.
And they've, at any event, so that I love that. And then you said insurance. Tell me, I heard one of your videos the other day. It might have even been yesterday. What insurance platform are you? Because I have talked to my wife about the fact that, like, listen, everything is going to get on the blockchain, including insurance, etc. What was the project you were talking about for insurance?
Bridge Mutual.
Bridge
BMI.
Mutual, and tell me how that works.
I like them for a number of reasons. You could. My favorite thing to do, the true litmus test, is how cryptos and crypto projects react in a downturn.
Yeah.
So any company I invest in, I follow them on Twitter, and then I turn on notifications. So whether it's Injective Protocol, Bridge Mutual, Elrond, Cardano, all those, every time they tweet, I get notified for what they're saying. And I can see, do these people care about the price of their coin plummeting? Or are they focused on developing and building partnerships and growing their ecosystem? So that can tell you a lot about a coin. And a coin that's done really well, at least development-wise and progress-wise, is Bridge Mutual. So the way it works is it's just like insurance, really. I can provide insurance. So I can put my money in and I'll get staking rewards, basically. I'm like insuring, what is it? Matic, I think, right now.
Okay.
So I'm earning like 45%. If there is a hack on Matic, and people bought claims against that, then I could lose that money, right? Or I could buy insurance, just like I would buy health insurance or anything else like that. So it's pretty cool. Aside from that, if you don't want to put your money up to be potentially taken out if there is a hack, then you can always just stake your BMI and you get like 14%, or do liquidity providing, which is 250%. So I've made a poop load of money off of that.
Wow. For the newer people in crypto, tell me the risks of doing the liquidity, providing liquidity to a network like Bridge Mutual.
Sure. So with any crypto, there's always going to be a risk of it getting hacked, even if they. I mean, it's essentially how much do you trust the company? Bridge Mutual's had multiple audits done, and they have like a $2 million bug bounty, which is huge because they're about insurance, so they need to make sure that their security is tight. But for liquidity providing, the major risk you run is impermanent loss. So that basically means that if I put in $100 of token X and $100 of token Y, then total it's $200. That has to equal like $200, or if one token goes up, then that means the other token has to go down to kind of balance it out. So if BMI goes up really high, then that means, and Ethereum doesn't, then that means if I withdraw those tokens, I may have varying levels of each kind of token. So that's the risk you run. But if you're bullish on both coins, then it's a win-win.
Yeah.
The only thing you really don't want to do, the only thing you want to kind of be hesitant about is doing a coin with a stable coin, because the coin that's not a stable coin, if it does go up, there's going to be a permanent loss guarantee.
Guaranteed.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, because the stable coin's going 99 to $1. I mean, it's not going to.
Right. It's not going to move. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm all about it. I hear you talk about Elrond a lot, and it is Elrond that I hear you talk about a lot, right?
Yes, it is. Sorry, Mack Lorden just shared the live video.
Hey, check it out, dude. Listen, the very first time I had somebody, fake, I was like, "Hey, babe, listen, I've arrived." I mean, we got people faking my account now, and I'm like,
yeah.
Yes, man. Every day, dude, it's freaking annoying.
I know.
Do you at least
have you been following the kid who sends buttholes to
dude?
The scammers?
I talked to him privately the other day. Right? I had to. I sent him a message and I said, "Bro, I know he had been following me for a while, and I didn't realize it. And I watched your video. And I said, "Oh, this is epic." And I clicked on him and it said, follow back. And I was like, "Well, that earns a follow." So I followed him back.
Yeah.
And I sent him a message. And I said, "Dude, I just got to tell you, that's freaking epic." Like, dude, how old is he? 15 years old, maybe?
I know. He can't be a day over 16, and he's doing God's work. I was like, dude, I feel like I just created this guy's career. Because his last 7 videos are just sending butthole pictures. And if you actually watch the video, it's blurred out, but you can see it's it's not like a cute, dainty little butthole. It's like the whole legs over the shoulder style.
Dude, I was telling my wife that this kid did that, and she was cracking up, and she was like, "Who thinks of stuff like this?" I said, "Listen, somebody very smart thought of something like this, because these people annoy the heck out of me. They literally every day, man. I'm hitting report, pretending to be somebody, me, block. It's I mean, I'm sure you get a ton. It's freaking annoying.
Yeah. I try and block as many of them I can. And by the way, somebody asked who they're talking about. His name is Meandering Moose.
Yeah.
Meandering Moose. One of the recent videos I did was with him in it. But Meandering Moose.
So tell me this. I always like to ask. So, like, what would you say has been your your biggest struggle that you've dealt with, like, period, in life? I don't care what it has to do with. What would you say? Like, do you have anything that, like, you've really struggled with in the past, present? You think you're going to be struggling with anything at all, or is just life just always been peachy for you?
I would be a total cuck if I said life has always been peachy for me. Yeah, I mean, I had some hardships growing up. I guess. What's my greatest failure? My greatest struggle? I don't know. Probably being my friend Ben would say, being vulnerable with other males, I'd say, is probably a big shortcoming.
So what do you mean?
Showing affection. Yeah. No, I don't know. I have a very Irish kind of
How is that like a
man up?
How is that like a bad thing?
It's not a bad thing. It's a struggle that I have. So
a constant struggle.
Yeah, I'll talk to my friend constantly, and he'll be like, "All right, love you, buddy," and I'll just hang up on him because I can't deal with it, But but no, biggest struggle, probably my biggest fear, I guess I'll say, is that I'll end up, and this is gonna sound bad, but it is that I'll end up like my dad. He's happy now, but he and my mom went through a bad divorce. I didn't see him as a child, and he's kind of jumped around different jobs, and he's unemployed right now. And I want a totally different thing for myself. I want to be somebody who's successful. I want my life to matter to people. So I want to have a bigger impact, and I definitely want to be an amazing father.
Yeah.
So,
dude, best gift.
That's probably
best gift ever, dude. Best gift ever. I'm only 10 weeks. I'm only 10 weeks in, and it's the most amazing. It's the most amazing thing ever. You'll do great, dude. I feel like I'm a pretty good judge of character, and from the first time I started following you, I was like, I think that's a freaking good dude. I feel like I can kind of ping in on that. So
I appreciate that. Likewise.
Yeah, no, I appreciate it. So what? So your wife now, or your new wife again? Congratulations. Is she now? My wife is a part of everything in my life, obviously, but is she into crypto?
Oh, she's the fucking homie. She went to Bitcoin Miami with me.
Shut up. Really?
Yeah.
Dude, I'm freaking envious. I am very envious of that. I
get that a lot. Yeah, we were there's a couple of friends of mine. One of them is the Happy Jew-Italian.
Yeah.
He's
I know who he is.
Yeah. Great guy.
Yeah.
Really funny dude. But we were in Bitcoin Miami, and it was me, him, and then my other friend Austin. And what was going on, Amber? I was like talking or something like that, and I don't know, every trade I make, every investment I make, I tell her about it, and then I explain my thought process, and she helps me a lot of the time. She has come up with great ideas for Faceless Crypto and where to take that, so it's like it's very, very nice to have somebody who I can always bounce ideas off of, and who I know is always interested in crypto, which has become such a big part of my life.
That's super cool, dude. I have to actually, I'm trying to backdoor my wife. Well, that's really coming out.
Hey man, the struggle is real. We've all been there.
All right. So that's so funny. So my wife just her response to crypto is like, I don't understand it. As long I trust you, and as long as the accounts continue to grow, great. It's basically it. But she really likes art, and she can draw. So recently I've been planting little NFT seeds, right? And I'm just kind of tossed it out there, and today, actually it was today, she brought it up and asked me, explain that to me a little bit more. And I was like, well, why don't you go on to like OpenSea.io and just kind of look around on there. And so I might have hooked her. I don't know.
All right.
I don't know. I'm working on it though.
Send me some of her stuff, because we're trying to make some Faceless Crypto NFTs here, and if she's got the kind of style that we're looking for, we might be able to.
I'm totally interested to see if I can get her just to kind of. She's a nurse, but I don't want to get political here, but they're forcing a lot of things in this country that just like certain people don't really feel comfortable with, whatever. Yeah. And I just don't know. We've been super, super blessed. And I just told her, like, listen, it has nothing to do with that. Like, we have the new baby. If you don't want to work, then, whatever. But I would like her to have something. If she doesn't end up continuing to work, I want her to have something. And I think it would be super cool to start, I don't know, checking out some NFTs. I mean, I know it's all the craze right now. Are you into NFTs?
I respect them.
Yeah.
I haven't bought any NFTs for the sake of flipping them. Because I know that there's a lot of speculation going on there. Yeah. And that's, to me, what kind of reeks of bubble.
Yeah.
But what I really like are the NFTs with utility. Gary Vee talks about this a lot. But, I always wanted to have NFTs for my community that could get them access to things, or as recompense, remuneration, I guess is probably the right word, for joining me, our group, or joining my Patreon group or something like that, But having that said, I think it's quite silly some of the prices that these NFTs are going for these days, like redonkulous. You know what I mean? It's like,
I couldn't agree with you more. I think the little art.
Hold on.
Yeah, it's nuts.
Have you seen the squiggles? Have you seen the chrome squiggles?
No.
Dude,
hold on. What is it?
We're done. Look up chrome squiggles. They're selling for absurd amounts of money.
Hold on. Chrome squiggles NFT?
Yeah.
Chrome.
I'm going to look it up too.
Squiggles NFT.
It's just a squiggle of a line that like varies in color.
Dude, are you serious right now?
Yeah. What's the because I think one of them
my
sold for like
freaking 3-year-old niece could do this.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you should get her on because she's
2
about to be a millionaire.
What?
I know. That's not even the cheapest one. They go way more expensive than that. Chrome squiggle times 2.
Well, hey, just because somebody will ask an amount for it does not mean that it will actually sell for said asking price. But you're saying they're selling for these prices.
Yeah, if you go to like sold, you'll probably be able to see.
Dude.
But anyways, yeah, I saw it on Twitter. I was like, dude, crypto squiggles.
I think that ultimately, and maybe you'll agree or disagree with me, but I kind of agree with Gary Vee. You said Gary Vee on this. I think that ultimately our freaking birth certificates, our driver's licenses, I think ultimately at some point everything's going digital, and having that digital signature and saying, hey, this is what it is and here's how I can prove it. Right. I think that's what's interesting. I think that having royalties for, I love music. We've talked about that. I think artists having royalties via NFTs on their albums, or having, hey, guess what? You won this contest, and now once a year you get a backstage pass, a backstage, let's go to a party with freaking whoever the heck it is. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. Yeah. I think those are cool.
I think that's going to be, the deed to your home, even, something like that.
Yeah. No, I'm with you.
I think the possibilities are endless.
So
right now, it seems like there's a lot of focus on the cutesy type and the collectible type, and then also the pixelated type.
Yeah.
So there's that, but there's also a lot of really sick graphic art out there that if you can have that in your house and it's moving, you can make it, you can trap your house out. Like imagine if Tupac and Biggie back there, like it was kind of flashing over it would show Biggie and then it would show Pac, and it would kind of go back and forth like that with some chrome after effects. That'd be sick.
Yeah, no, there's definitely some crazy things that are going to happen. Actually, Blockchain Crusader, me and Miguel always get into these deep conversations about how basically like these alternate like realities where like people are going to be able to put in like these contacts and be able to analyze and view the world differently. And it kind of low key freaks me out a little bit because I think that we are genuinely maybe headed there. And I think that it's just flat out kind of scary. So
have you read Ready Player One? Sorry.
No, I haven't. He actually said, I've never even seen the movie. I know what it is, but he was like, Nick, you have got to freaking watch that movie or read the book, one of the two. And I was like, I should do that.
It's pretty cool. Yeah. I think that's an eventuality.
Yeah.
The way it's described.
So what's Mack Lorden's plan for, well, first of all, let me ask you a 2-part question. 1, where do you think we're headed right now through the end of the year? And number 2, what is your bear market plans with, in terms of profits, holding, converting to real estate? Like kind of what's that whole mesh up look like for you?
Sure. So this year, if we can sneak in a bull run, that would be great. Before COVID and the Fed and the overblown stock market decide to stop being so chipper all the time, that would be great. because I think that if the stock market corrects hard, I feel like I'm running simulations in my head all the time. Here's one scenario I could see playing out. COVID fears make the stock market go down again, or the fact that it's just extremely overbought.
Yeah.
It corrects similar to what we saw in 2020, maybe 20, 30%. Crypto gets slammed. Afterwards, stock market recovers, and then crypto goes on bull run 2.0 like it did last year to finally bring us up to that kind of parabolic move, because Bitcoin never went parabolic.
Right.
That's one scenario. The other scenario is that the stock market and the powers that be just kind of flutter around, inch a little bit higher each day. Crypto, people realize that stocks are not going to make them any money anymore, so they flood their money with all this excess liquidity that the Fed is printing out into crypto. That drives it up. We go past all-time highs. We hit close to or around six figures, and then we dump.
And when you say dump, are you thinking we're going to take 100K to 15K a dump, like 85% drop, or you think it's going to be a little less extreme than that?
It would depend on the reason why we're dropping, and it depends on the time frame.
Yeah.
Because Bitcoin did drop from 20K down to 3K.
Oh, yeah.
But
yeah,
part of that, but that didn't happen all at once. You know, it was a gradual slide, and then it was holding out at 6 and then went pop.
Right.
So that could happen, but it wouldn't happen all at once. You know, people always make the argument that there's more institutions involved. Well, maybe, but look what just happened. You know, they let it go down to 29.
I was about to say, the more institutions argument for me says that the people that know how to play the game have arrived and they're playing the freaking game.
Yeah, and they're playing us like fiddles. So so that's it. And then the third possibility is that, you know, we're just going to go down, and 46K is the local top. But I don't see that one as the most likely. I'd say the most likely are one or two. Either the bull run by this year, before the end of the year, or the crash and then the Phoenix from the ashes move.
Well, dude, you were on around the blockchain, so you just need to ask BitBoy for his sources, bro. You know what I mean? That's all you got to do. Just get his sources.
You know, I know. I was thinking about that. I was like, man, you know, either BitBoy or his source could just be manipulating.
We should just start. Market. We should just start. Listen, I talked to you. I talked to like, I don't know, 15 people in the Telegram chat. We just need to start. We just all need to start harassing BitBoy on there to give up his sources and see if we can get him to freaking give it up. He's not going to, but
you never. I mean, really, you never know, because if that guy knows that BitBoy talks to his audience of 1.7 million,
right.
You know, so I don't know how close they really are, but if he wanted to, he could be moving pieces on the chessboard.
Absolutely. I literally had this conversation the other day. Same conversation.
Yeah.
Saying, hey, they know what he does. So how hard would it be
he could be
for me
just
to
another pawn?
Yes, just absolutely check your move. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know. It's interesting. I have a lot of respect for BitBoy. It's pretty cool because, you know, I can talk to him and I can talk to a lot of the other YouTube creators that like the Altcoin Daily that, you know, these are guys who I was watching last year and now I'm talking to them. So it's pretty cool.
Yeah.
But it kind of makes you think that, like, you know, now that I'm at that level, there's only so much research I can do where it's like, you know, from the audience standpoint, you look up to these people, or maybe people look up to somebody like you or me, and they're like, wow, that's what's going to happen. But no one fucking knows.
No.
You know what I mean? Like, no one knows.
Yeah.
I can research better than anyone else. I'm not saying I do research better, but I can.
I get you. Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it doesn't necessarily mean that that's going to come into fruition. We're just better educated guessers than everyone else. But at the end of the day, no one knows what's going to happen. You know, so it's a crapshoot. It's a violent game.
Yeah.
But if you can hang on and maybe get a little bit lucky, then you can get, you know, stupid fortunate.
That's literally why I like to hodl, because that right there, because I don't care.
Safe strategy.
So I talk to Tim, Crypto Weatherman. Him and I talk a lot. Like we talk regularly.
Yeah.
And he is so well versed on his charts and also economics, like as a whole, the economic landscape. But the reality is, and he will admit this, he literally, we were texting earlier and I said, so what are you thinking here then? We were going back and forth and I said, yeah, I totally disagree with you, dude. He said, I know, and that's okay. And he basically just said, he was like, look, this is what I believe. I do believe that we're headed back down, but let's be real. I've been wrong. I don't know. And no one really, and that is the fact. So that's why I like to hodl, because yes, I could play. I know charts well enough to maybe where I could get my little 5-10% gain, take profit, 10%, play around with it like that. But for me, I've just found a lot of success from hodling. I don't know. I mean, do you trade? Do you actively trade?
I've just recently started trading. I got to check on my trade that I have in now.
Well, hopefully
nice.
you have a stop loss. Hopefully you have a stop loss.
I'm in the green. I do, yes.
Okay.
So, yeah, I learned my lesson. Believe me, I use 3 commas, so I don't put a trade in unless I have a stop loss and a take profit.
Yeah.
But yeah, I started doing that recently because that's what I want to transition more into. I'd rather do that as my full-time gig. So that is, and I've been much more deliberate about learning how to trade too. So I'm reading books. I've taken courses. I took the Crypto Elite course that I've been kind of going through. So that's been helpful. But yeah, like Weatherman, and great guy, by the way. I talk to him all the time too.
Yeah.
They could not have predicted what was going to happen at 29K. That short squeeze turned rally, up to 46. That's crazy.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. It's like you can't tell when someone's going to drop out or rocket up. So most of the time he's got a good handle on it. Same thing with Pablo. Pablo had a massive run up in followers because he called the move down to the 20s.
Mm-hmm.
But then now all he gets is hate mail all day saying Dre fell off.
Yeah.
So who's to say? What's your opinion? What do you think is going to happen for the rest of this year?
I really do, and part of me, and I tell people this, it's not that I'm the eternal optimist. I look at the total landscape and say really simply this: it would make sense with everything that's going on in crypto as a whole that we are going up right now, right? That would make sense. However, I am just absolutely sick with our economy right now. Like I see so many chess pieces being moved around in regards to everything, not just crypto, but everything that crypto ultimately moves off of, because crypto doesn't like uncertainty. And that is where I have a lot of trouble actually being confident about telling you we're going up. I do think that we are going up. I do think that it's going to be short-lived, but I think that we're going to have a run up. But I think ultimately, bottom line, I don't care when it happens. I think the crash that we're going to feel is going to be an economic crash. It's going to be real estate. It's going to be just our economy as a whole. And so that's scary. It's awesome from one standpoint that, I have funds sitting on the sideline to buy some real estate, to be able to buy back in at super low prices because I believe in it long term. But again, just right back to what you said, because we don't know what that's going to look like and when it's going to look like that. You keep dollar cost averaging in. Yeah, that's great. That works. That's fantastic. But I always tell people, you better be in this for the long haul, because if you're dollar cost averaging in at 44K, you better be prepared for this black swan event to happen. And all of a sudden, you ain't sitting so pretty. You know what I mean?
So wait a minute. So you go back to the economy thing. You're telling me that printing out more dollars won't fix the problem?
Dude, don't even get me started. The problem for me is that I don't think that these people that are in charge, if you will, I don't think they're freaking stupid. They're not. Listen, they are not stupid. I'm telling you, they're not stupid, and they're not stupid. These people didn't get to where they are by just being absolutely stupid. They're actually so smart. What's that?
Do you think they're kicking the can then because they don't want the recession to fall on their shoulders?
Yes, I think that they're absolutely playing with the landscape and are setting up and positioning to make listen, the fact that the banks are starting to hold money, the fact that the banks are literally, I was getting contacted all the time, like basically for my business, like the offering out, like, hey, do you need all this
Oh,
money? Oh, do you
yeah,
need
they're
all
not.
this? Do you need all that? Guess what's not
Yeah,
happening now, right? That type of
yeah,
stuff isn't happening now. With some of these banks stopping offering their money, I do believe that they knew when they went into this that, hey, we've got to do something because and I'll tell you what I equate it to. I am in recovery, so I am a recovering drug addict. Okay, and I share that really openly in with my followers, and like everybody knows that. And here's what I equate it to. I equate it to
good for you, man.
when I was actively using. My whole thing was like, okay, well, let's just get me to tomorrow. And I
Yeah,
genuinely believe that right now, our government is looking and saying, oh my God, I see chaos everywhere. Well, how can I just get to tomorrow? And then tomorrow we'll
yeah,
worry about what we did yesterday to get to tomorrow. And then at some point, all of those pieces, they crumble, man. They just they can you can play Jenga for so long, but at some point you pull the wrong block.
I know. I know. It sucks because the more we kick the can down the road, the harder the house of cards is going to fall.
Yeah. And the people that, and here's the sad thing, the people that are going to absolutely just suffer the most are the people that genuinely don't like, okay, like let's just be real. Like unless like everything just absolutely shuts down, my construction business just crumbles to the ground, like unless like something absolutely insane happened, like this is really sad to say, but when the real estate market crashes, I'm going to benefit from it. It's really sad to say, I'm going to buy up property at very, very low prices. But guess what?
Yeah,
That means that people that are just trying to make a rent payment right now are going to be trying to figure out what the heck they're going to do to get to that next day. That's what I don't
yeah.
like, because I think the government knows that. And I don't know, man. I just think it's sad.
Yeah, and to that point too. That is part of my plan for the next couple of years to parlay the gains from crypto into real estate.
Yeah.
I want to get into that world because there's nothing better than cash flow.
Yeah.
You know, that's consistent. Um, and then I'll just dollar cost average into the projects that I'm most confident in.
I mean, don't you think that ultimately these big hedge funds, all of the properties that they're buying up at exuberant prices, are trying to set us up to be in basically a rent from me economy, from like the standpoint where like if they can buy up, they're buying up like tons of property, and they're buying it at high prices, coming in paying cash for these properties at prices they know. Listen, they know that the majority of people can't come in and say, you know what, I'll pay you 30% over asking, I'll give you a $100,000 appraisal spread, and I'll
Yeah,
close as fast as we can with no inspection. Like, dude, people don't do that, right?
yeah,
They're doing
yeah,
it
yeah.
because they know on the backside they're going to have renters and they have the money to be able to sit on it. They don't need that initial upfront, and then they've got that residual just coming in, coming in,
Right.
coming in, coming in.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know.
Yeah, it's
It's unfortunate.
well, we'll just print out more money.
I mean, yeah, but at some point too. I mean, I know you're joking, but at some point, the money printer. I made a video yesterday or the day. Like, if you, I did a video like, hey, congratulations, 50-year anniversary of going off of the gold standard. Well, the whole idea with the gold standard was that like that worked if everybody said, hey,
71?
what's that?
71 Nixon, huh?
Yeah, yeah. And when we went off of that gold standard, you went from, listen. The whole reason that it came into effect was this: we had gold, and people just can't carry around bars of gold. So they said, okay, let's do something that's going to be representative of something that we all
Yeah.
believe has value.
Right.
Now
Right.
the fiat actually is easier to shove in my pocket. I give it to somebody, and it's backed by gold. So the argument that people will come in with on crypto is, well, Bitcoin's not backed by anything. What's this magic money? You've heard it, obviously. At the point that we're at, listen, the reality is everything we do at this point is digital anyway. If you think for 1 second that if I sent you money from Chase to Huntington or whatever whatever banks you have, if you think for 1 second that literally Chase at any point in time is taking actual funds, putting it in a truck, sending it, it's not happening. It's a legend. It's not. And so that's where we're at as it is. And our money hasn't been backed by anything for a long time. It's just the good faith of the freaking government. Well, now it's going to be the good faith of the code and understanding that, hey, we're in an age where things are just absolutely changing and different. And I think the banks are threatened by DeFi. And because I think that's where I love Ethereum. I always joke around saying ETH is my girlfriend. And I think that DeFi is where it's at, but I also think DeFi is going to be the most heavily regulated because it is a threat to our archaic banking system as it sits right now.
Yeah, I'd say that's probably a fair prediction, but I'd say it's a lot easier said than done.
Like what?
DeFi, like to regulate DeFi, to regulate, decentralized exchanges like PancakeSwap, or people who use PancakeSwap. It's like, man, you can create so many different MetaMask addresses. You can send it to different places. You can, the only thing that you can really have a control over is the on-ramps, the Coinbases and Krakens and those.
The on and off ramp. Yeah, because you got to get it.
Right.
Get it.
Exactly. Yeah. And then ideally, you wouldn't even have to convert it back to cash. You would just put it into something like, BlockFi or even Aave, and then just use that collateral. The problem is that you need to have a lot of money for that to actually work. You need to have a lot of Bitcoin to actually be able to get a sizable loan out, because the loan to value is, I think it's like half. But then if Bitcoin goes down by half, then it's like, well, shit, I got to put in more.
Yeah,
Bitcoin,
now you got to put in money to cover it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you need a good amount. You need a good amount of crypto for that to work. But as crypto goes on in the future, Bitcoin will be less volatile. It's extremely volatile when it started out. As it goes over time, it becomes less and less volatile.
And then at the point where we get to all that really needs to happen, I say all that really needs to happen is we as a whole need to have a consensus that we all agree that one Bitcoin is one Bitcoin and a Bitcoin is worth whatever that is, right? When we can come to that agreement and that crypto actually has intrinsic value, then at that point, we don't need an off-ramp, because guess what? I'd be like, you know what, Mac? I need to send some money over to, somebody over here.
Exactly.
You know what? I'll tell you what. Let me give you some Bitcoin. I need some extra XRP, for example, or whatever, right? And then we just both agree that, hey, like, this is worth this is worth this, and the exchange happens. But I think we're a long way away from that. Do you think that? I think we're 10 years away from that.
Yeah, we might be. Yeah, it depends on what kind of regulations come out. The more regulations that come out, the sooner it'll become standardized.
Yeah.
But the banks are probably going to need to go through another reckoning like 2008 before there's any further relinquishment of control. Nothing extraordinary like that is going to happen this run.
Yeah.
I don't even think the ETF in America will go through until maybe next year.
Yeah.
Even though there's about 13 different bloody applications sitting on the SEC's desk. By the way, I spoke to the SEC. Most flaccid conversation I've ever had in my entire life. It was like, his face was like, did he just say flaccid? Flaccid. Dude, I was talking to these guys. I was trying to ask them questions, and they basically said like the equivalent of, well, it's your job to know if something is a security or not. I was like, I'm talking to, what's your name? The Security and Exchange Commission. Like, you should know, why is this whole SEC versus XRP a thing? If it's clearly so obvious what's a security and what's not.
Yeah.
So it's bothersome to me that the SEC has such kind of like limitless domain over so much of the up and coming financial system, because it falls in the cracks. It's like trying to regulate the internet when the internet was in its nascency. It's impossible. It's like this kind of elusive, alien life form that can pop up and do things that you never thought was possible. So you can't anticipate it. You kind of have to just adapt at the end, but that takes time.
Yeah.
So we're not at that point yet. I think that'll happen in the next decade, I'm sure. But America's not going to be leading the way. I can tell you that.
No, we won't be. We will be in a lot better shape if the CFTC, the commodities trading futures. It's CFTC, isn't it? Yeah. If the CFTC says, "Hey, these are commodities," we will be in much freaking better shape than the SEC regulating us. And ultimately, isn't so? Okay, 1031 exchange in stocks and or real estate. Are you familiar with the 1031? Do you know what that is?
Yeah, you invest your profits into a property of higher value.
Even just into a like asset, right? A like property.
Okay.
So you can do it with stocks. So I could take a massive amount of profit and then put all of it. The key is you just into a like asset, right? A like property.
Okay.
So you can do it with stocks. So I could take a massive amount of profit and then put all of it. The key is you got to take all of it directly into another, and that's a 1031, and you can do that with real estate and you can do it with stocks. Well, the idea that you can't do that with crypto is because they're saying that hey, they're not like assets. Well, I agree with that, right? Because now we're talking about something that has utility. And at the point that you're saying that different cryptos have different utilities and do different things, right? Not just, hey, it's a property is a property is a property. It's saying, hey, this has utility to actually get this done. Well, then why isn't that the commodity? Why isn't that a commodity? That does not sound like a security to me. I know we're making money and planning on it, and planning on continuing to make money off of it. But just a lot of it, man, just seems very, I don't know, questionable. I'll say.
Yeah. Well, just go back to the case hearings for when Facebook got brought in.
Yeah.
Like these people, first of all, they're old as the hills. They don't understand how the internet works. So really, what we need is just a tremendous influx of young people. But the problem is with our political system, you need a shit ton of money to get anywhere in the political realm. And to do that, you need to have time to build up partnerships and sponsorships.
Yep.
So by the time anyone makes it in the political world, with the exception of people like Trump and Bloomberg, who are billionaires by their own merits, or that other guy from San Francisco, you've already sold your soul to the devil 5 times over to be able to get the money to even have a chance at winning. It's very, you need like a JFK young guy that just inspires woman inspires the crowds to a degree that would not be possible because you just, you need money.
Yeah, so, I totally agree with you. Let me ask you this, because I always ask this in every interview. If you could be so I'll leave this open to you. You can either be an active superhero, like one that we would all know, or you can tell me. So I want to know, if you could be a superhero, who would you be and why? Or what would your superpower be and why?
Ooh. Are there any superheroes that I mean, Deadpool's kind of sweet.
Mm-hmm.
Flying would be dope. The guy who can teleport would be pretty sick. Nightshade, Nightstalker.
Oh, you must really know. You must really know. So I don't even know. Do I even know who that is? What is his name?
I think his name is Nightstalker. He's blue.
No, Nightstalker was Richard Ramirez. He was an American serial killer. That's something a little different.
Oh. Okay. What's his name? Nightshade? Night. Anyone know? Anyways, I think what would be the coolest superhero trait, Amber? Probably see, you got immortality, you got flying. Flying would be a fun time, but I think teleporting would be more, because then I could just teleport midair and then just fall down. That would be pretty fun too. I could just wear a hang. So flying's out.
Yeah, flying's out for me too. Yeah, even though it'd be fun.
I do like optional immortality. That way I can just turn it off when I'm ready to die.
Optional immortality. I've never even heard of that as an option, but I like it.
I just made it up.
Like, yeah, I'm ready. Just turn that off.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with teleportation.
Okay.
I think that being able to teleport would save a tremendous amount of time and allow me an amazing amount of experiences and potential bank robbing opportunities.
I think that the most, if you're going to be greedy, I think the easiest one to do is time travel. Obviously, you know what I mean, because you just jump around. You know, I just jump back to 2009 and check out the landscape, and all of a sudden I'm like, oh well, you know what?
All right, where's Bitcoin?
Matter of fact, I got a really good idea here.
That's true.
But
yeah, that would be a good one.
That's totally a money driven one. Somebody in the chat said, Mudman, being able to change the state of matter into anything you want, like being able to like morph yourself into any matter. I think invisibility would be absolutely freaking wild as well, because you could literally be that fly on the wall for, I mean, you know what I mean? I could walk into the White House and say, you know what, let's really see what's going on here. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think that would be
if you could combine invisibility with the jumper trait, then that would be ideal.
Yes.
Then you could be there lickety split.
Yes. So, dude, I don't want to keep you on here all night. I do want, though, if you're okay with it, can I have a few of the people in the chat ask a few questions?
Please. Yeah.
Cool. This has been great, dude. I love it when I get to talk to somebody on here that just the conversation just really just happens and flows, where it doesn't feel like it's, you know.
Cool.
Let me see here. Okay, so
by the way, if anyone in my chat has questions too, let her rip.
Yeah. So
it goes.
Are you? So I don't even know this about you. Are you in? Do you love, hate, somewhere in between XRP? And if so, what's kind of your strategy with it? Do you own any XRP?
By principle, I don't hate anything.
Okay.
Amber and I, every time somebody says, I hate this, I say, you don't hate anything. My granddad used to say that to me all the time.
Okay. I like that.
But XRP, I don't own any. I used to own some. I wasn't thrilled with the way they were going in 2020. Just didn't really like it, and they kind of like allied themselves with the banks. So, you know, I respect it. I think that there's a good likelihood that their coin is going to pump this year. But I think long term, I don't think it's a strong holding, because they're fighting against the biggest pockets in the entire world, which is the big banks.
So you don't think that they're actually in their pocket, or vice versa, and they're actually going to use them? You think the banks are going to use them and lose them, basically use them as long as they can and then just toss them out of the way?
Yeah, I think banks want ultimate control. If I'm a Wall Street guy, the last thing I want to do is have any company have leverage over me or be dependent on anyone else. If I have trillions of dollars of assets under management, I'm going to take a smidge of that, find some whiz kid who just graduated MIT, say, hey, build me a blockchain.
Do it myself.
It's going to be fast as hell. Do it ourselves. Yeah, and it's going to be like Delta Sky Miles for JPM or Bank of America or anything like that.
Yeah, dude.
So I think that long term, I think that what they're doing now, remittances and global cross-border payments and everything like that, it's a simple function, but it's a useful one.
Yeah.
And I know that people talk about they're having DeFi and different things put on it, but they're not the best at DeFi. They're not the best at smart contracts. You know who is?
Yeah.
The ones who have already been doing it.
Right.
That's Ethereum. That's Polkadot, Cardano, Elrond. You know, those guys are going to run that game, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So
okay.
I have nothing against the XRP army. You know, I think we're on neutral terms, because I don't flame them all the time.
Yeah.
But I don't have any XRP.
Gotcha.
But I have nothing against people who do.
What do you have other investments besides crypto?
Oh, out of crypto, I let's see, do I? No, I think I'm all in on crypto. Yeah, because I want to move into real estate.
Yeah.
Stock market's just like, well, yeah, why would I want to make 30% when I can make 400%? So,
Yeah.
And I didn't really start having money until probably 2019.
Right.
So since then, I've just been, first I had to pay off that $25,000 in debt.
Yeah.
And then I did that, and then I had to buy my girlfriend at the time an engagement ring, and those things are expensive as fuck.
Yeah.
And I had to get married, and that was expensive
Yep.
as fuck. So whenever
you
it's
still
done
haven't
driving me into debt,
you still haven't had the
finally
baby,
achieve wealth.
and you still haven't had the baby, and that is the most expensive of the
I
things
know.
coming up.
I know we're getting, Amber, we're gonna import, diapers from India or something because I'm not paying Pampers. That shit's expensive. but yeah, no, I've always been pretty much all in on crypto. I tried stocks and options, and those accounts got liquidated, and I got run through.
Options is tough. I learned some hard lessons with options. I'm with you.
Yeah.
Crypto Dave wants to know what your top 5 holds are.
Long term, I'm guessing that would be in no particular order.
How about in order?
Cardano.
How about in
what
order?
In order?
How about in order? Yeah.
Elrond,
okay.
Cardano, Ethereum, Polkadot, Bitcoin.
Okay. Cool.
And again, I love Bitcoin for what it's done, but I think there's much more gains to be had in the altcoins.
Yeah.
And I think that the developer activity is far stronger in all those other coins than it is on Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Bitcoin could be kind of like I still got my Bitcoin. See, you want to see it on my ledger, kind of thing. It's like it's like the boomer of cryptos.
Yeah.
So yeah, I respect it, but.
No, I'm with you. And then I want to ask you, you get into some of the other, and I'll let you jump into your chat or whatever, but I want to ask you, get into some of the lower cap stuff too. I've heard you talk about some random projects where I'm like, what the hell's that? Give me a gem. Give me a gem that you got hidden in your back pocket right now.
Well, we already talked about BMI. I think that there are a few that I'm pretty excited about. I would say, how do I see what I'm holding? I just got to go from memory. I think Injective Protocol could be really big. That one's invested in by Mark Cuban, Binance and Coinbase, and they do derivatives. So I can trade any coin I want and on their market. So that's really cool.
Okay.
Superfarm is the project that Elio Trades does.
Yeah, I really like him.
Yeah, he's eloquent. His research is on fleek. I've learned a lot from that guy.
He's crispy on whatever he does to his audio to make his audio is crispy. He's not just running a professional mic. He's doing some work.
Yeah, he's got a good team. Yeah,
no doubt.
I think that one has a lot of potential. And then Pancake Swap. Pancake Swap's not an undiscovered gem, but I think that one could be massive.
Pancake Swap. I hear you talk about it. It makes me freaking nervous, dude. Man,
you gotta live in the fear, dude.
I know. Man, it's really weird. I think I'm just getting old because I used to do just the most insanely, like, you'd be like, you're nervous about Pancake Swap, but you used to like shoot dope and carry a gun. Like, wait a minute, this does not make sense. You know what I mean? And so I don't know. I just feel like it's there's so
with
the rug pulls happen so frequently, so much more frequently, I should say, on there. And so I almost just feel like when I get into stuff, I usually actually get into it. I don't just hey, let me toss a couple $100. Like, I get into something. And so it just makes me nervous from that standpoint. I don't know.
I hear you. Yeah. No, I totally get it. And again, I would reference the developer activity and the stuff that they do for the past several months. They're constantly engaging with their community, making it better. So they're a very committed team. Same thing with BMI. I think those two coins are going to be pretty.
And are you actually talking about holding cake tokens, or you're saying just utilizing Pancake Swap as a whole?
cake tokens.
Okay.
Because I stake those for 97% annually. So, you can make some fat money on those.
So hold on. We know I have to have a quick conversation about this. You're staking those in liquidity pools like that. Like, are there different nodes and you're contributing, or you're saying like you're just straight up staking?
It's the easiest thing ever. Just staking. Yep. Auto compounding pool gives you 96% APY.
So where are you doing this? Where are you doing it?
On PancakeSwap. Go on MetaMask. Yeah. Go on MetaMask. Go to the browser. Find PancakeSwap. On the left side, it'll have farms and pools and stuff like that. I think it's pools because they call them syrup pools. And then you'll see different things. So you can stake different coins and then get rewarded in cake tokens.
Right.
So.
Say that again.
Yeah. Okay. So you go to open up your MetaMask.
Yeah.
Go to PancakeSwap. I think it's pancakeswap.finance. Go from Twitter just to make sure it's the legit one. Don't get fucking scammed. And then find the syrup pool for PancakeSwap auto compounding. And all you do, it's going to say, do you want to stake your cake? You'll earn 97 or 96% per year. And you say stake. It costs like probably $1 in Binance coin as the gas fee. And then you just forget it. And then every time I check, you have more and more cake. It's exhilarating. It's the easiest thing ever. Yeah, it's great. So that one is huge, and a lot of people ask, how do they afford that? Well, those rates are not going to last forever. A, B, coins will always have a certain amount of tokens allocated for such a purpose, for staking rewards. So if I have 10 billion coins, I'm going to say 1 billion of those is just going to be reserved to give people rewards for staking it and helping to secure the network.
What's cake at? $19.80. Damn.
Yeah.
And did I have?
I'm probably going to buy more.
Am I going to have to, toss 20 grand into stake, or is it like I can just do
however much you want?
Really?
Yeah. Just make sure you send it on the Binance Smart Chain. If you have your MetaMask activated for Binance Smart Chain, which you should, because it has different networks. You have the Ethereum network. Yeah. So if you have it activated for Binance Smart Chain, you just send cake over, and then you go on PancakeSwap and set it up.
I might have to check that out.
I've done a liquidity pool providing on that too, which is where you do the 2 coins.
Right.
Those are called farms. I've done that before as well. So
yeah, I mean that's
been great.
That's yield farming more than anything, really.
Yeah.
Right? I mean,
you're right.
Yeah. Huh. Okay. Cool, dude. I might. You might actually. I'm going to get back to you. I'm going to shoot you a message and let you know if I actually jump in and do that. I might check that out.
Let me know, and you can check out PancakeSwap too. They're formidable DEX. They are.
I just always use Uniswap. I don't know. The
problem is you deal with Ethereum gas fees.
I'm well aware. I've paid some insane. I've paid some insane gas fees, like hundreds of dollars. Hundreds of dollars. Yeah.
I've been there.
I know. That's crazy.
Yeah. Somebody was asking me about quant, why I don't have any quant. I was late to the game on quant. I respect what I've seen so far. I like that there's an overledger. I don't know if it'll necessarily be something that's necessary down the road once all the cryptos get up to speed with interoperability. They're all going to have their own kind of ways to do that and achieve that. But it's pretty hot right now. So I don't feel a huge need to buy in now.
No.
Personally, it pumps, but there's always opportunities to make money.
I've learned about chasing green candles. I learned that some time ago, and it just doesn't usually work out to your favor.
It's almost like it's like divine providence in reverse.
Yes.
Yes. Like, oh, what's that? You bought in?
Yeah. Yes, you're getting hammered. Stand by because I've got a present for you. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I'm with you. Let's see here.
Yeah, Amber, you want to come say hi real quick?
I'm not that one. Video.
Oh, okay.
So hold on. Is your wife? You said you love brown people. Is your wife brown?
She's Well, here you let's do the grand reveal.
It's not a grand reveal. Most people know me already. Hello.
Hello. How are you?
I'm like sporting the wild hair and all.
I'm with it. Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. So yes, I am brown, but I'm actually a mix of browns. I'm like
that makes me
different
feel
shades.
so lame though. We didn't. I did. It's not like I was like, oh hey, yeah.
Only because the way you talked about it before, but
Yeah, I know.
it's okay.
So
Most
you
people
said
are
you are a mix of browns. What mix might that be?
yes. So my dad is actually from Pakistan and my mom is Puerto Rican.
Okay.
So
¿Hablas
it's
español?
kind of sí,
Sí,
un
bien
poquito sí.
perfecto o no?
Pero no hablo perfecto.
Okay.
Necesito un trago de tequila.
She's good.
Pero trato.
We can get by in Mexico just fine.
Yeah.
She's always self-effacing.
Yeah, and I always, like, mi español no está perfecta, pero si me hablas despacito me puedes entender. And people are like,
Muy
whenever
bien.
they see me, I think it's because the guys that lived with me taught me to, like, actually have an accent. So, like, Matt, when you're speaking Chinese, right, do you think that to the people you have this, like, hola, que onda, like, you know what I mean? Like, just very, like, clunky, or do you feel like you've got it?
I feel like I've got it. That's one of my stronger points of my pronunciation.
Because that's
my
huge.
Chinese. Yeah, it is. Like there's been multiple times where I've like ordered Chinese over the phone, and then I show up and they're like
shocked.
Yeah,
even when I've been with you, people comment on his accent, saying that they would have never thought that he was able to speak so well.
Yeah.
So pronunciation. I mean, there's many facets to a language. You know, it's the pronunciation, grammar, it's the way you speak, it's your vocabulary, it's many factors. So pronunciation is pretty strong for me. It's the grammar and just vocabulary that I
then the different regions. So I learned pretty quickly that, like for instance, Puerto Ricans like chop their words. So like you get like 78% of the word. You do not get the whole word, right? So I had a really hard time at first when Puerto Ricans would speak to me. I'd be like, damn, like I feel like I'm getting what they're saying, but like I'm missing something. But I wasn't really missing something. It was just the way that they chop their words. And I learned pretty quickly that like there's a lot of words, at least in Spanish, where you say the exact same word and it means something totally different. Like cabron.
Totally different, yeah.
If you say cabron to somebody in Puerto Rico, like they're ready to fight. You're basically like, well, it's not nice, right? And but you can say that to a Mexican dude and you're basically calling him a badass. You know what I mean? Like it's very just
exactly.
You know, so
the dialects are very different, and the slang between cultures is hugely different too.
Yeah.
So
same thing in Chinese, I'm assuming.
Chinese is pretty. I mean, yeah. Anywhere you go in China, they're gonna have their own dialect. It's called Fangyan, but they're all taught the standard Mandarin. So Mandarin is what is spoken throughout 90% of the country, and then they usually have their own kind of like home language, which is virtually like I've been to dinners before with my friends, my Chinese friends, and they're from the north, and we were meeting with people from the south, and they were like laughing, not my friends, but like the older parents and everything like that. They were laughing and going back and forth. And I looked at my buddy and I was like, do you understand what they're saying? And he's like, no. And he's a native Chinese person. So it gets real. Somebody in here is asking me if I can speak Chinese.
Yeah,
so,
let's hear it.
Yeah, it's a little.
Can you give me a sentence to or something?
Yes.
Topic?
Yes. I want to hear you say, I am trying to grow a beautiful beard.
哦，好的，我现在企图让我的胡子变成很漂亮，但是我觉得
It's exactly what I thought you said. That's exactly. I got it. Yeah, I got it.
Yeah. I forgot how to say, because translation is not necessarily direct word for word, but it's saying the same meaning.
Right.
So I said, right now I'm trying to make my beard beautiful and long. Yeah. Yeah.
Somebody said the other day, somebody did a video the other day and said, apparently I just started in crypto TikTok, and apparently it's a rule if you're in crypto TikTok that you have to have a beard. So I've noted that.
Yeah, nice.
All right, I'm gonna pop back out. You guys have fun.
Well, did you have any other questions for me?
Let me see. I don't think so. I just I appreciate you, bro. I think everybody loved
man,
guys. If you're not following Mac, well, you're just lost, and you should probably be found. And yeah, dude, I
likewise, guys.
super
Crypto
freaking
Keeper's
appreciate
good.
it.
I appreciate it, dude. It was a lot of fun. It was good talking to you. I'll definitely hit you up if I'm in Columbus again.
Yeah, dude, for sure.
Last time I went there, man, that whole city was under construction. I know they're making big moves.
It is the Orange Barrel State. It is absolutely freaking ridiculous everywhere. It's so annoying. It's so
especially downtown. I know.
Yeah.
You think, and that's what I was the whole time I was there in school too. It's like
yes.
The campus was just under construction the entire time.
Yes,
so.
no doubt, no doubt.
But
so yeah, dude, let's.
But anyways, man,
for real, let me know if you are in town. We'll definitely get together, dude, sometime. So I appreciate it, man. Hey, I can post this on YouTube, likewise. Right?
Yes, yeah, no worries.
Right.
And by the way, too, if you're ever down in Dallas, I know you got a newborn, but if you're down in Dallas, man, people would eat you up with that big ass beard. So.
I appreciate it, bro. I'll talk to you soon.
Plus you're a Marine, so they
I love Texas. I actually used to lightweight date a girl in Dallas, so I've been to Dallas a few times. Yeah, so yeah, it's cool. Well, cool, dude.
All right, man.
I appreciate you, man.
Good chatting with you.
Yeah, good chatting with you.
Thank you guys for tuning in.
Yeah, let's do it again, man.
I'll catch you later.
Have a good night.
All right, you too.
All right, guys, that was Mack Lorden. Smash up the likes. All right, but for real, it's 10:40. We went for like an hour and 40 minutes. I am going to jump off of here, guys. If nobody has told you before, Welsh, I appreciate it. I appreciate each and every one of you. You guys are too good to me. Oh, one more thing real quick before we go. I want to show you guys something. So we got a bunch of merch, right? If you go to my link tree, we've got Crypto Fam, right? Now, if you go to my link tree, it'll take you over to Coin Styles. And they've got basically a setup. I've got a discount code and all that. We've got just regular Crypto Keeper. Pretty cool. The t-shirts are freaking comfortable. Another color in Crypto Fam. Hold on a second. We've got Crypto Keeper without the beard. Just kind of with the blockchain. Crypto Keeper. Yep. Hold on. Almost done. Almost there. Almost there. Two more. Which one's this one? Oh, another color in Crypto Fam. I've got two of these I'm giving out to the two people who, and then we've got the one that I have on, the little just small on the chest, and then yeah, full on t-shirt. So if you guys want any of those, check them out. Use my link tree. Pretty cool. Just something different. I never shill anything on you, so just wanted to throw that out. Jason, you said before I leave. What's up, dude? Good, guys, I'm glad you guys love the live. You said, bro, the beard needs an NFT. I appreciate you guys. You said you couldn't need the Crypto Fam, sure. Yeah, so OHIO. Yeah, so the Crypto Fam shirts are in there. So literally go on my link tree and it says merch. And there's a discount code. The discount code is Crypto Beard. It's right on there. You can click on it. I hope you guys did enjoy tonight. Guys, I love each and every one of you. And yeah, I will talk to you soon. I'll be on tomorrow. Have a good night, guys.